So oh, this is weird. Camera's being slow. So we'll see how this comes out in the recording. But I'm just going to show you my normal setup for screen recording, I guess. So you guys are currently on, if I get this phone up, you're on this little guy, this camera here, which is a Logitech camera mounted on a mic stand with one of these Gorilla, whatever they're called things. And I've also got a lamp, just an IKEA lamp here, which is my normal desk lamp. It's got a Philips Hue bulb in it, which I just turn around. So like it's normally like this, right? Just for reading and stuff. And then I just turn it around and put it underneath the camera so it's shining on me. And then I've got a boom arm, which again normally sits away at the back like that when I'm not doing screen recordings and stuff. But when I've got calls and whatnot, I just put it forward. And then I basically have my laptop, and this is the webcam plugged in. And I tend to use this for notes. And also if I'm on a live call with people and not just doing a video, I have their faces on this screen usually. I'm screen sharing on that one, or working on that one, or watching a screen share. And then I've also got this other screen on the left where I can keep kind of notes and stuff like that. And then I've started experimenting with having this as a whiteboard, which I can also share using 53's paper out. And that's kind of my setup, and I quite like it, I guess. If I just go back a little bit, like it's not too much stuff. It's not too much of a pain, and all I have to do to get going really is pull the mic forward and plug in this webcam, which lives over here. I've also got a couple of eyes on it because it's I found it really weird looking at the camera, basically. Now, one of the things that I do quite like about this when I'm doing calls is that I can switch pretty easily between different cameras. So, because I've obviously also got the cameras on my laptop here. So what I tend to do is start off calls and videos by talking to this camera up here. Because I've got a much more ability to like wave my arms around, and I can have a better conversation. And it's not just my talking head. And then if I'm going to be doing a load of stuff where I'm staring at this screen, so it's easier to make eye contact instead of me having to keep looking up at this camera, I'll just flip the camera around to use the FaceTime camera, which is a little bit nicer. And then if I want to make a big explanation of something, I can just flip back to this camera when I kind of go full screen and stuff. So it's nice having those like two options available. And yeah, that's kind of how I use the cameras.